everybody. We are picking up this video exactly where our previous video left off. So hopefully you've watched that. If not, I'm not going to hold it against you. But if you're just tuning in, this is our November 22 trip. Connie and Jeff and some of their friends are on their way. But for right now, it's just me and Jamie out riding. So, like I said, go back and check out that video before this so you know where we're at and what's been going on, because yeah, we've kind of gotten lost and not sure exactly where to go, but we're having fun while we're doing it. So sit back, enjoy the ride, and watch us tear it up some more at Dumont Dunes. At this point, I think the hubby's dropping off these steep edges just so he can see if he can get a reaction out of me. And I think he's starting to figure out it's not working. I'm getting more comfortable with them. Jamie was hitting me on the comms and telling me that we were going around again because he didn't see the line to take and we had to go down lower. Well, I didn't hear the down lower part until the very end. So, yeah. You probably just heard me say that was the spot that I was trying to do donuts. You can't actually see it right there, but we could. And of course, yeah, he dropped down a really steep embankment right there that I wasn't ready for, so yeah, I'm gonna back up. But anyways, in our previous video, you saw my circles where I was trying to do donuts, but I cut it out because it was a really pathetic attempt. We knew right here we were really close to Veterans Hill, and when he got to the top of that dune right there, he's like, there's no way to really get there. So as soon as I turned around, I spotted the line. So Heather's going to lead us back to Veterans Hill. Veterans Hill, which we just passed there on the left. Of course, I cut it out because, who wants to see it again? So at this point, I'm pretty confident that I can get us back to the front of the dunes. So we're going to start heading that way. Should have went up and over to the left, and that would have taken us right to the front of the dunes, but I wasn't positive, and Jamie's like, oh no, let's go around, it's over here. Well, we ended up going all the way around the dunes, so instead of showing you that boring trip, because there was really nothing that we did, I'm just picking up on the front of the dunes, and we're going to continue to play around. Know if you heard me just say, oh, we're at the bowl, but of course we can't play on the front of the dunes without playing in the mini bowl, and like I said before in previous videos, I don't know if that's the technical term or that's what everybody else calls it, but that's what we call it, and it's one of my other favorite spots to play other than Comp Hill. I just love riding this, like I said, mini bowl, so we're going to play around here for a few minutes. case you haven't figured out by now, I play around a lot more than the hubby does. He gets bored if we're in one spot too long, so you can see him sitting up at the top. So I was like, hey, while you're just sitting there, how about taking a video of your wife? So here it is. It's included. At this point, we've been out for a couple hours now, and we need to get back and check on the dogs. Yep, we have the dogs with us. I don't think I mentioned it before, but yeah, we're heading back east, so we have everything on this trip. Yeah, we're going to head back east and see the family and friends for the holidays. So that's why we're out here a couple days before Connie and Jeff. They actually hit us up, said they were planning on coming. So it's like, yeah, let's go. We can actually go out there a couple days before them and get some riding in just the two of us. So this is when we came back out. Yep, I didn't have the GoPro going on the first trip out. Not sure why, but anyways, this is one of the new landmarks, monuments, a tribute. So we found that, stopped, and actually met a really cool group of people. They were from Vegas, and we're actually going to see them here shortly again in their side-by-sides. So stay tuned for that. And yep, we're off and we're out riding again. Just asking Jamie if he really wanted to go all the way down to the South Pole because there was nothing to do down there. As a matter of fact, that's how we found that other tribute landmark thing that we were just at. Was we were trying to head down to the South Pole, trying to get our bearings, figure out where things are. And yeah, unless you're with a group of people, there's really nothing to do down at the South Pole. It's not like there's anything else down there other than the pole. So we're just going to turn around and start heading back to the dunes. here, and of course this is a side of the dunes that we haven't really played on. Even with Connie and Jeff, we haven't really been to this area of the dunes very much. So yeah, we're just trying to figure out where we are, where to go, and see if there are any lines that we can ride. Have us on a pretty nice line there for a minute. I would have went left, but he went right, and now we've lost that line. So yeah, we're a little bit higher up than we planned on being, and yeah, he just found pretty much a dead end. So we're gonna turn around right here, and this is where we spot those people that we met back at that monument. Here they come. And for a second there, I'm debating on whether I want to jump in behind them. But as you see, they're in side-by-sides. Again, we're on four-wheelers. So after watching them, and they get right up to this point right here, and I'm like, yeah, nope. So we're gonna go find somewhere else.
I don't know, it's kind of a thin edge.
We're not going to pass by without Heather doing a couple runs up and down it. this is my favorite spot to play, and especially now that I have figured out that I can go higher and go around in a further arc than I have ever been able to do. So, yep, we're going to play here for a few minutes. So as you can tell, I'm sitting there staring at Comp Hill in amazement because, of course, I'm still running mud tires. So they're really digging in, and I can see my line perfectly. And, you know, it's just an exhilarating rush to be able to go that high and that far of an arc and that fast around Comp Hill. You know, it's 425 feet high. And honestly, if I weighed less, my four-wheeler weighed less and had a little bit more power, I could probably hit the top because, as you can see, I'm not that far from actually getting to the top. You know, maybe 20, 30 feet. And it's not that I'd want to, but I probably could do it. I don't know if you could hear what I was saying right there, but I was talking about, you know, making the arc and the sun being at the level that it is. As soon as you get to the top, you're like blinded, and then you hit that shade, and it's like, ooh, complete contrast there. So it's making it a little bit harder to ride. So yeah, definitely had to majorly slow down coming down that embankment right there because the GoPro doesn't really give it a good angle, but it's almost like a 90-degree angle. I mean, you're coming straight down and then it's ground, and hard ground. It's not the soft pack sand. So yeah, if I wouldn't have slowed down, it really would have hit hard on the front, and I would have had another one of those bladder busters. I know I was calling them bladder wreckers before in the previous video, but I'm gonna start calling them bladder busters. And that's where I hit so hard on the front of my four-wheeler. It's like a punch to the bladder. So yeah, we're gonna head out now, and this time Jamie's gonna follow me. So keep an eye on Jamie. He's coming up right there to the right, that little dot. You can see he's starting to turn into it a lot sooner than I did. I went for height, he went for distance. As you can see, he's crossing behind me right now, and he's continuing in that arc. I don't know what he said on the comm, but I guess I just didn't hear him, and I let off so I could hear him. So I lost momentum and had to come down sooner, but I get a second chance at it and get to take another arc. So, you know, it works out. He went longer in a wider arc than I did, but I got two. It looks like the hubby might have found a line, so let's see how long this one lasts.
Good.
to my hubby. He found a good line and kept us riding for quite a while. That was awesome. But, oh no.
Hold on a second. My screen just lit up. Something flashed, but I don't know what flashed. Look, my screen's lit up. And something flashed down here. Fuel sensor.
So Can-Am owners, beware. If you have the fuel sensor light popping up, after I did some research on the Can-Am forums, people were saying to check your battery cable terminals, and sure enough, they were extremely loose. Jamie checked them later on, tightened them up, and I have not had that since. So it wasn't my gas being aerated like we thought when it started at Dove Springs. So this video I'm going to end right here. We're going to take another break and join us on our next video when we do another sunset ride. As always, thank you for watching, and we hope to see you on the next one.